What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight. Okay, making his debut on the channel tonight. We have the one and only Dee Snyder. Yes, indeed. How about that? Dee Snyder making his debut on the channel. Okay, this comes as a request from Frost, and this is actually one of Frost's 3 prioritized requests for the month of October for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, Frost. Hope you enjoy the show, man. Frost wanted to see me react to this song by Dee Snyder called I Gotta Rock Again. Yeah, because, you know, one time just isn't enough. One time's never enough. Yeah. Anyway, have I heard the song before? No, I have not heard the song before. At least I don't think I have. To the best of my knowledge, I haven't. It does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a chance I might have heard the song in passing, and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I have heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Napalm Records, okay? And the video has 260,609 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. Alright, here we go. Dee Snyder, I Gotta Rock Again. Official video. Napalm Records. Okay, it's kind of a double whammy. First of all, official video. Official videos always make me kind of nervous. They do. I know they have a tendency to get blocked a little bit more often than unofficial stuff, so there's that. And then Napalm Records. I've heard stories about them. I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. We'll see what happens. I know by skipping ahead, like I skipped ahead about 8 seconds to get past the logos and stuff like that. I know the algorithm does have a tendency to like look for those logos and helps them identify content. So hopefully by skipping those 8 seconds, we won't get blocked. We'll see.
Block!
All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Just hope for the best. Okay. First off, right off the gun, super impressed with his vocals. The guy's been doing this since the, early 80s, and his voice still sounds strong. He's taking really good care of his vocals. Good for him. Secondly, that guitar tone. I love that guitar tone. It's thick, it's crunchy, it's got attitude, it's got drive, but it's not muddy. It's not so overly distorted that you can't tell where the note starts and where the note stops. It's very clearly defined. So great tone on the guitar. The feel that you had, that almost like a halftime feel when it broke into the verse. When Dee came in with his vocals, it had that type of a halftime feel, but then it kicked into the straight time. So I like that. I like it when bands are able to play with the feels and the halftime and the double time and the straight time. I love it when bands mess around with that stuff. Fantastic job. So far so good. I'm gonna say that I am enjoying this so far. Let's see where this goes.
I can't stop, be alive till I'm done. Gonna ride it till I'm gone. For as long as I'm breathing, won't stop till I drop. Better strap in, I'm coming in hot. Here we go, it's time to roll again. I'm gonna rock, I survive. Being fine, gonna rock until I die. Here we go, it's time to roll again. I'm gonna rock, this is life. I'm gonna rock until the day that I die. Yeah.
The last line. What did he say?
I'm gonna rock until the day that I die. Yeah.
Until the day that I die. Okay, if I'm being honest here, that line felt a little shoehorned. Okay, it felt forced. I'm sure there is a better way they could have done that, but they decided to shoehorn it in there. It's not bad. It's not terrible. It felt a little awkward. It was like, it's like, it's like when you're walking down the stairs, or actually it's worse than that. It's when you're walking up the stairs and you're in the dark and you don't see the stairs and you put your foot up to get to the next stair and there is no next stair. You're on the landing at that point. It's like that. It's like, dear Lord. Okay, well that happened, But, yeah, like I said, it didn't sound bad. It just sounded a little awkward. But, yeah, I had to point that out. Let's keep going, though.
Roll again. I'm gonna rock. This is life. I'm gonna rock until the day that I die. Yeah. There's no better feeling. Like there's nothing you can't do. It's a heavy metal healing with your questions answered and your dreams come true. Won't stop till I drop. Better strap in, I'm coming in hot. Here we go, it's time to roll again. I'm gonna rock, I survive. Being fine, gonna rock until I die. Here we go, it's time to roll again. I'm gonna rock, this is life. I'm gonna rock until the day that I die.
The guitar solos were nice. Really nice. I love the contrast between the two. What was I going to say? Son of a gun. I had a thought in my head I was going to talk about the guitar solos and it just left my head. What's about the contrast? Oh, the direction of the solos. Both solos. Here's the thing. Here's why I like the solos. I don't know why this slipped my head, but it did. Great technique being demonstrated by both. Enough of a difference that they stood apart from each other, but at the same time, both of their solo works fit the context of the song, fit the attitude of the song. Sounded really good. I had to close my eyes and really kind of focus on what was happening within there, and I was like, okay, what's going on, you know? But it sounded really good. It did sound really good. I enjoyed both. I think I would lean more toward the first guy, if I'm being honest. I think I liked his speed better. His attacks sounded a little more precise. I mean, not that the guy didn't sound precise. I just, something about the first guy. It just, I don't know. That style just sounded really good to me. I don't know. Regardless, both solos sounded really good, and they both fit the context of the song. So, let's keep going here. Let's see where this. We got about a minute and 15 to go. So let's finish up the song, and then we'll get to the review.
Let's fucking go. It's time to rock again. When you're alive, or you're rocking till the end. Always screaming, my life is on the stage. You will never ever feel the same until we rock again. Here we go. It's time to roll again. I gotta rock. I survive. Being fine, gonna rock until I die. Here we go. It's time to roll again. I gotta rock. This is life. I'm gonna rock. I'm gonna rock. I'm gonna rock. Yes, I wanna rock until the day that I die.
That's funny because the line there that I said was shoehorned at the beginning, at the very end, it felt right. It felt good. So what was different? Probably because it was the ending. Okay, well. Alright, let me think about this. I have some thoughts. I think my score might actually surprise some people. We'll talk about it in the review. Well, there you go, folks. That was Dee Snyder with I Gotta Rock Again. This was a request from Frost, and this was one of Frost's 3 prioritized requests for the month of October for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Frost. Hope you enjoyed the show, man. Before I give my score, maybe you haven't watched the last couple of videos. I'm trying something new here to see if this works. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. I'm not 100% sure. I've gotten some constructive criticism from some friends of mine who watch the channel, and they enjoy the channel. They love what I do, but they did say one thing I could work on, and one thing that might make the videos a little bit smoother, is to watch my reviews, the review part, the part that's coming up here. I do have a tendency to go on a little too long, and I do have a tendency to ramble. And they're right, I do. I do have a tendency to keep going on a point that I've already made, and basically beating a dead horse. So they gave me a suggestion to try and work on this and maybe fix it. I have a timer now. I have a 5-minute timer. That's all I get. I get 5 minutes to say what I need to say in the review. That's all I get. After that, time's up. I'm done. Whether I finish saying what I need to say or not, I'm finished. So I need to make sure I stay on point. I will start the timer on the Y. You know the Y I'm talking about, right? You know the Y I'm talking about. Okay, let me give the score first, then we'll get to that. On a scale of 1 to 10, I might surprise some people with this. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.7. Yep, 7.7. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, this song was fun. The song was fun. I had a great time listening to it. I enjoyed the song. Having said that, Remember, I enjoyed it. I had a good time with it. I enjoyed listening to it, and I would listen to it again. Having said that, was it impressive? No. Was it mind-blowing? No. Would I even call it great? No. I honestly would not call it great. It was really good. It was really good, and I did thoroughly enjoy it. You see, this is one of those times, now you've seen me do this in the past, where I had a song I didn't necessarily like, but I gave it a great score. This is the flip. I liked the song. I enjoyed the song, but I can't give it a great score. I can't. Not with a clear conscience. They didn't necessarily do anything wrong. There were a couple of things that made me kind of scratch my head and go, you know, what's up with that? And we're going to talk about this. Let's start with the good stuff. The guitar tone on this. Man, I love that. That guitar tone, it was thick, it was crunchy, it was heavy, it was driving, it had attitude, but it was not overly done. It was not muddy. It didn't sit there and lose its attack and have the delay bleed over, or the reverb bleed over into the next attack. It was crunchy, it was full, it sounded great, but it wasn't so muddy that you couldn't hear a distinctive beginning and a distinctive ending to each note. Now, you heard it clear as day. Couldn't really hear bass all that well on this. Drumming was great. I liked the drumming. The pattern that he had was really good. I liked how he shifted back and forth between that halftime feel and that straight time feel. Loved that. Dee Snyder's vocals, I was impressed. I was impressed with his vocals. He has taken really good care of his voice over the years. I mean, the man's been doing this for, you know, about 40 years now, and it sounds fantastic. I mean, his voice still sounds strong. It still sounds strong, clear, powerful, projecting, on pitch. I mean, everything sounded really good. I was very impressed with his vocal work. There was a couple of lines that he did. It was one line he did a couple of times, "Until the Day I Die." Now, the first couple of times he did it, it sounded shoehorned. It sounded like he was really forcing a square peg into a round hole. It was like, get in there! And he had to really take that hammer and hit it hard to make it fit. But for some reason, on the very end of the song, at the very, very end of the song, he used that line again. And it sounded just fine. It sounded perfect, actually. Now, what was the difference? To be honest with you, I don't know. I can't put my finger on why it fit at the very end, but in the middle of the song, at the end of the choruses, it didn't fit. Like, it fit, but it took some serious shoehorning. The songwriting, it was nothing all that impressive, if I'm being honest. I've heard far more impressive songs from other bands. It was pretty simple. But like I've always said, simple can be effective when done properly. This was done properly. It was done properly. I want to be very clear when I say this. There was nothing wrong with what they did. I didn't hear anything that sounded bad. I didn't hear anything that sounded unpleasing. I didn't hear anything that sounded horrible or terrible. No, everything sounded good. And everything they did sounded good, other than that one vocal line. But from a songwriting standpoint, they didn't do anything wrong. They did exactly what, you know, the song called for. It just didn't really impress me. It didn't really hook me. There was nothing there that grabbed me and wanted me to listen to this again, like right away. Now, will I listen to this again? Probably. I might add this to, you know, a couple of playlists. Driving around town, driving to Vegas, gym, maybe. I don't know what to see. But I enjoyed the song. I did enjoy the song. But I cannot, in good conscience and in good faith, give it an 8. I just can't. I can't. I'm giving it a 7.7 though, and a 7.7 is a really good score. If you're not sure about that, take a look down below. You'll see it down there. It's in the video description. You'll find my scoring system chart. You'll clearly see 7.0 to 7.9 is the grading scale for really good. This is getting a 7.7. It's up there. It's a really good, really good. And that's where we're going to stay. So, 7.7, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show, and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base, and become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It'll do me a world of good, and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.